Hey kids, today I'm going to back to the 70s, back to, this is 1971, back to this pack with the individual movies and different cases. This is British film from Glendale Pictures, trying to compete with Amicus, trying to figure out how to pronounce that name, Amicus, and Hammer. I used to go see Amicus films. They did all those big monster movies with no, I forgot his name. Well, anyway, we are this is 31 days of Halloween, and I think it's the 12th day, because it's the 12th. Crucible of Terror. Once again, I'll hold this up. Yeah, this is... I forgot while watching the movie. I'm glad. The spoiler, the reveal at the end is actually, first of all, it's going on throughout the whole movie, and it's a mystery, and some bonehead listed that as the plot of the movie, and I didn't realize that I didn't remember until it came up, and it's like, oh, wait a minute, this is what this guy said it was, but we aren't supposed to know about it, so you're not going to get that from me. This is 1971. It's an hour and 31 minutes long. Like I said, it's British, directed by Ted Hooker, who co-wrote it with Tom Parkinson. Okay, what we have here is, well, it starts off, this sculptor, is preparing a body mold with his model. Once she's all wrapped up in full body mode, oddly enough, there's no air holes, but there's an eye hole. And she's not taken out of the mold when the bronze is poured into the eye hole. Later on, we meet John Davies, played by James Lamb, and he has an exhibit trying to, the business of peddling art to the people that have the money to buy it. And he has the finished sculpture of the young woman that we meet. The young woman is Chai San, played by Mimi Lei. John acquired the piece, the sculpture, from the artist's son, Michael Clare, played by Ronald Lacey. You might know Lacey as the Nazi who gets his hand burned by the trinket in Raiders of the Lost Ark. The guy with the glasses. He has more hair in this movie. They want to, well, John wants to meet the artist, who is Victor Clare, played by, perfect name for an actor for this type of movie, Mike Raven. So Michael, with his wife Jane, take John and his girlfriend Millie, played by Mary Maud. Jane is played by Beth Morris. Up to where Victor lives and does his art. Most of his art is painting young women, times in the nude. He's this incredibly horny human being. His wife is not only aged out for him, she lost her mind a bit. She walks around with a doll, for instance, and he treats her horribly. I mean, it's like her fault that she aged. Well, they go up there, of course. Victor is horny for his daughter-in-law, and of course John brings in Millie, and he's in, he basically has a hard-on for her. Well, he has a hard-on for every woman other than his wife. He has this regular model and obvious sex toy, Marcia, played by Judy Matheson. Well, what ends up happening, it's very much a gothic concept, family with a secret. I mean, this family's pretty fucked up. You got a father who's this pompous ass, blowhard, mentally ill mother, and they got a son who's just pathetic. Somehow has this really beautiful wife. But, I guess that happens. But Victor actually admits at one point that the reason why he married Dorothy, that's the wife's name, played by Betty Elberge. I think that's how you pronounce it. Her family had money, basically. It was that type of situation. But people started dying. The mystery is who's really doing it. We kind of think it might be Victor, but they throw in, he has a friend who lives with them called Bill, and he's always had jealousy toward Victor because he wanted to marry Dorothy back when they were younger. There's some motivation there for what's going on. But there's more people within, is it Victor? Is it Bill? Is it Dorothy? You never know. You don't know until the end. Though the end is really kind of corny. This movie really goes by quickly, and I appreciated that, because a lot of the beginning, I mean, the opening with the bronze situation, you know, it opens like that, and then it kind of gets bland. But I ended up checking the time, thinking it was like 35 minutes. It was actually more like an hour. It's like, I appreciate that the movie's zooming by quickly. Any problems I had were quickly, passed by into this, like, it might be just the last half hour that really picks things up. It's just that explanation is a little bit corny, and I would have liked something different. That's all, just something different. Well, this is day 12 of 31 days of Halloween, and this is Crucible of Terror, British horror film from 1971. And until tomorrow, stay safe. Let's have a good time. Bye now.